It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He still has room inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Rams have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Stafford now against a blitz. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Darnold. Cox. Cooper Kupp makes the play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Darnold now to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Throwing here, Darnold. He finds Fant. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Working quickly here. 2nd and 6 now. He's going deep. Wanted to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. First and 10 now from the 30. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running with Walker again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on third down. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They still have 5 to go here. Third down. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fourth down caught from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this will be his first effort of the contest. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. Stafford from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now Stafford again. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Stafford. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. He'll get this to come. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Darnold looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Walker now from the gun. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Man in motion here. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Stafford back to throw. Complete. It's Atwell. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The 1st down, and he's still going. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. And a man is there to knock that away. Trying to force one through there. So it'll be 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Stafford now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Trying for the deep ball. And the defender comes away with it. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Darnold. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. He's got it near the 8. It's an LA touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Darius Williams with the INT.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Stafford now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board. the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Hey, middle. Monday. Omaha, Reboot.
Another try following the sack. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey, 50. Hey, give me radar. Zero.
Back to throw here, Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That just misses the 50 mark. Gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be their football. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd and 10 now. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Walker hauls it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you can...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Darnold. He puts everything behind this one. And they pick him off again. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. To throw, Stafford. He'll get this to ETN. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
59! Hey, easy, easy!
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here. On second down, a run with Williams. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
First and 10 now from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. Stafford now. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense up to the line fast. Williams on the carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Back now, pressure on its way. This one's caught. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Stafford back to throw. Flush down out to it. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams tie things up at 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. They're out and set, first and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. They motion a receiver left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They'll cobble together a yard there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action on first. Connects on the crosser. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Darnold. Has it in close. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A run with Williams. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now, Stafford. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Working quickly here.
22, 53, ready.
They kick the running back in motion. From the 17. Through the middle. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw, here's Stafford. ETN on the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Complete out to the right side. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast. Stafford gonna go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Stafford again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. First and goal, here's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Here's Stafford. On the move, headed right. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Drill right, 22.
Here's Williams. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Offense up to the line fast.
53, ready, 21.
4th down, here's Stafford. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now. Takes off right out of the read option. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or two short of midfield. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. 59. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry-up here. On first down, here's Stafford. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And now they face second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this to ETN. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here. He's back to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have second and 2 next. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks don't want to see this one go to overtime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying with Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. He'll look to throw it. He'll get this one to Brooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Here he is to throw. He's got, and they got there in time. He's taken down. They got to keep moving quick here. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up to pass. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Seahawks winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.